Hello, and welcome to my screencast. This is Brant's screencast for EDU 541, School and Society, for Dr. Clint Bourne, in which I will be talking about field-based activity choice number 5. Describe the future school, particularly in ways to work collaboratively with parents to engage them in the work of the school. In researching this question, I came across an article written by Rachel Hill entitled "The Future of Education 2050: 7 Things That Will Change." She listed multiple things, obviously, but one thing that stood out in particular was when she wrote that there would no longer be any physical campuses. This is an extremely foreign concept to consider, as school buildings, going all the way back to the one-room schoolhouses that dotted the landscape of this fledgling nation, have been an integral and assumed hub in virtually every community. The notion that physical campuses will cease to exist in the next quarter century is jarring. I also came across an article written by Emily Boudreau for the Harvard Graduate School of Education, where she mentioned that technology will invariably be involved, but she believes that technology should be, quote, used in service of education, not to dictate it, end quote. I think that this is important to remember. It is easy to let technology become the focus of education rather than the support. The key in education will always be relationships. I interviewed my field educator, Sadana Lombard, diagnostician for the Joshua Independent School District in Joshua, Texas. She had some interesting insights. When I asked her how she saw the school of the future, she envisioned more collaboration across state and national borders because of advances in technology. She also said that because of technology, she could see school becoming a year-round enterprise, getting away from the schedule with which we are all familiar. The second insight she shared came after I asked her how to work with parents to engage them in the work of the school. She said that where she is, this has already begun. Parents are able to use technology to view and sign documents, eliminating the need to send papers home with students and then hoping the parents actually receive them. She also mentioned that parents attend virtual meetings now, which makes things much more convenient if a parent cannot physically come to the school. She sees only more progression from there. The third insight Sadana offered came after I asked her what she would tell a prospective teacher to know and to prepare them for work in future schools. She said that she would tell teachers to be up on their psychology and counseling skills. In her career, she has seen teachers as educators go from a ratio of about 80% education and 20% parenting to about 50-50 for each. Teachers will need to be much more in tune with psychological issues and providing counseling if needed. Trauma-based intervention skill would be high on her list of recommendations for young teachers as well. In closing, I want to share that I believe that a worthy goal for me will be remembering that flexibility in education will be key. Things related to education seem to be changing very rapidly, and expecting certain things based on our own thoughts and observations would not be wise. Another goal that I have is that I want to remember that even though technology may become more and more prevalent, no technological tool can replace human interaction. I want to continue to be a teacher that can make a difference in my students' lives by listening and being empathetic in ways that no technological tool can. This concludes my screencast presentation. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you have a great day.